Hi, welcome to the long awaited for and promised, or promised that I wouldn't be doing another season of the Farm Sim, but I can't help it because I love this game and I just want to keep going. I don't want to quit, so I am going to make more videos with this. I'm hoping that this time I've gotten a lot more experience, and I'm hoping that this will bring you some interesting mods to look at, along with helping those of you who are new to the game understand some of these things and learning some stuff together, because this farm that I'm in has a lot of extra features that the original farm did not have. So we are on Coldborough Park Farm, not to be mistaken with Coldborough Farm. They're almost identical, but this one adds in a lot of nice features like taller bins for this, along with this neat grain silo system over here. The other one didn't have, where you can dump your stuff, and you can either hand shovel it, which we aren't going to be doing, or you can just drive under this tube and have it dump out into your trailer, which is much easier. They give you a lot of equipment to start with, including the great seeder, some shovels. Where's all the equipment? We're going to take a little walk and a little drive. So my first goal here, okay, these trailers suck. They're really hard to maneuver around the farm. I don't know why they give them to us. Oh, look, now they give us the big square baler. This is nice. This is good for this farm, because there's a lot of places to do silage, and with all of the fields that you have, you're going to want to have this larger bale. And you have a lot of fields, so what I'm going to do is this. Sometimes they're hard to manage. I go in here, and I'm going to turn the withering off. But to kind of counteract that, we're going to put the plant growth on slow. Oops, not off. Slow. That way you it takes longer for the plants to grow, but you have longer to recover them. Because what happens is, obviously, you're going to want to buy other fields, and all the fields here are planted, even the ones you don't own. So you're going to want to be able to harvest those later when you purchase the fields. So we got those Marshall trailers. Let's see what's over around the corner here. There are 3 farms in this model that you own. There's a sheep farm, a cow farm, or pigs and cows, and then this is the main farm. So looks like so far we have a New Holland T6 with the bucket loader, which I love that tractor. This harvester is way too small for this farm. I'm telling you right now, this is going to be a disaster. But the entrances and exits are so small on the farm that I don't know. But that's going to take. I mean, even the fields that we own right now, this is going to take like a week to harvest them with this. I guess that's kind of realistic, though, isn't it? I mean, that's really, farms probably take 2 to 3 weeks to get the harvest done, maybe longer. So let's hop around and see what else we have. Okay, so we are now down at the sheep farm, I think. And this adds some interesting things. We're going to find out how to use these, because I don't really know. As you can see here, we've got all kinds of pens. This must be the sheep barn. See, the sheep are in there happy. And you start this map owning some cows and sheep. Over to the right here, we have the cow barn. We have some grass mowing equipment, though I'm going to dump that mower and get better mowers for sure, even if I have to take out a loan, because those mowers suck. You need to be able to mow more. The windrower's okay, though. There's our cows. This is where you get milk, and there's a patch you can buy called Stop Milk, which is given to you with this map, and you actually have to buy a trailer to get milk, which I like, but I haven't figured out how to use it yet. So we'll actually try that right now. We'll do brands, categories, mods, placeables, Stop Milk. So we're going to go ahead and buy this. I guess. Where would we place this? I don't know. Maybe here? Right? And does that maybe add it in? I don't know. I don't know what that does. I'll have to read about the patch, because, of course, it's all in like German and Hollandish and kein illegal Milch verkaufen. Something about it's illegal to take milk or something. Who knows? So we got this tractor down here. This one's kind of small, and I don't know. I may not keep the steer, because I got the New Holland that kind of doubles it. I might actually want to get a telehandler or a shovel, because this one's worth about $100,000 if I could sell it. Well, it's not worth that much, but it's worth about 50. If I could trade it in and get like a big bucket scooper that does all the things that this does, I might go for that instead, because you know we have a couple tractors to work with. Oh, and we can sell this baler too. I don't need that. We got a loading wagon for collecting grass, so we can make silage. That's good. We've got the feeding stuff. It looks like I don't see the other. Weird. Where's the other half of the feeder? We got the feeder, but we don't have the straw thrower. Okay, well, we'll figure that stuff out. So I'm gonna park this guy back in here. And frame rates are pretty bad on this map. That's another issue, and I got a pretty beefy computer, so pickup truck. Oh, one of the things about this map too that's kind of a pain, you actually have to walk up to the gate and hand open it. You can't do it from the truck. Okay, I got a pickup truck. I could probably sell this too. We could use one of the other mod trucks that are cheaper. No reason to have a $70,000 pickup truck sitting on the farm if I'm not going to. I really never use the trucks. I usually mostly just do the cars. So head south. See what else we have. Now, one of the things that's a little tricky about this map is that it's England. Hello. And so you're going to have to deal with traffic going in wrong directions, or correct directions if you're English, but for me it's wrong. Backwards, crooked, sideways, and confusing when you get to intersections because it's all backwards and reversed. So fly down here at 100 miles an hour. And I own the fields on my left. I don't own the field on the right. There's a little secret I'm going to tell you. On this map, this is Coldborough Park Farm version 1.2. You can plow your neighbor's fields. So you don't have to own the field to use it, but it's a little shady, you know, but you can do it. All right, so we're going to take a look at the biogas facility, and I'm on the wrong side of the road. That was the main farm up there. That's where we were before, up at the top of that hill. That's where all your tools reset, if you reset stuff. Let's see, this is a giveaway, so we're going to... My life flashed before my eyes. So, switch around here. So they've given us a lot of nice equipment, but I want to get some other stuff in place. It's a little more fun, a little more exciting, and definitely on the harvester end, more usable, because that harvester is really small. What is this? There is... Oh, this isn't where I wanted to go. There's fuel here, though. Well, I guess maybe we should look at our map. Another thing that they make you download or say you have to have is this PDF thing. I don't know that you have to have this. It's got different screens. You got a fork. Oops. Oh, if you have the one that's already open, it shuts it. How stupid is that? It tells you what the prices are, or what you have in storage. Here's prices. I don't know how you change. Well, I guess because there's only one place to drop them off. I don't know. It's not showing me any prices. I guess there's probably some key or keystroke or something. Animals, chickens. Yeah, this isn't showing everything. I'm gonna have to figure all this out. It's cool though, but yeah, it's a little. I don't know. I'd rather not have it, honestly. Whoops. You can press Shift-I to use your regular menu like that. So anyway, we can look at the map by pressing 9, and we can see where on Earth we need to be. So where am I? I am... Oh, I really missed it. Well, I was going to check out the third farm. I don't think I've even been there yet, where the green is. So we'll go back. Right? Oh, no, where did we start off? Go there? It looks like it does, maybe? No. No, I came up that back road. I did. So, what? Oh, okay. So we haven't been here yet. So I'm now we have this little New Holland. This is a good tractor. I love the 475. It's little, But here's, it looks like here's the chicken farm. I hear cows mooing, so this is probably where you have sheep and pigs. Yeah, there's the pigs here, the piggies. There are no graphical pigs, though. I don't think we own any either, so. Eggs. Oh, you got to give them water. It looks like you got to feed the chickens on this one. They make it a little harder than the stock. Cattle shed. So another cattle shed. You got cattle and pig shed. So these are probably where you have the animals for livestock. Oh, they got a nice big barn down here to park. That's cool. And in the meantime, we have this little New Holland tractor not doing anything, but it's going to be the utility tractor. Oh, and there's our, okay, there was our straw thrower. So now we know where some of the mystery is taken out of this. We know where some of this stuff is. All right, so far, what else do we have? So we got this guy. Now, let's see here. We got that guy. We have this, and we have, oh, look at this. So we got the case. This is the 200 horsepower Puma. Pumaman. And I'm going to, I don't like this tractor, only because the turn radius is so bad, but you get used to it. So I think what we're going to do, I have to kind of calculate what we need to do here, but we need to take out some money. We really need to start by just getting rid of the stuff we don't need. So for sure, I don't need 3 bucket loader tractors. And I don't need this pickup truck. So I'm going to go down and I'm going to sell the pickup truck. We'll take a ride down so you can see it the next time. I won't make you go with me, but I think I'm going the right way now. And then I need to make a left. It's so weird. Because this will bring in like $30,000 or $40,000. And if we trade the harvester in and one of the tractors, we should have enough income, maybe even 2 of the tractors. I might just keep the case in the New Holland, as I'm playing by myself, so I really only need, what, 2 vehicles? Do I even need 2 tractors? But the New Holland has the arms, so he's got everything he needs. I might keep the big New Holland, and then get rid of the 475. I don't know, we'll see what happens, but we need to get a bigger harvester and all the stuff that goes with it. So let's get to that point and then we'll see where we're at. Come on. Keep it moving, bucko. All right, so here we are at the sell facility. This is where you sell off. Over on the right there is where you sell off all your stuff. Here, there's my case right there that's driving around. This guy's here. We're going to sell this. We were just down here, so you know what's going on. So let's go ahead and sell the pickup truck. Make sure you always take your vehicles to the main sell point because you're going to make a lot more money if you do that. Look at this. This is cool. They got tractors. What was that, T590? But if you bring them down here, you will make more money than if you try to sell them from your shop. This stuff, I think, is just static. You can't use this, but it's cool that they actually, it's like a real dealership, man. Got 590, 6175, which I think that's different than what we have, isn't it? I don't know. We'll look. 475, and then another 590. It's cool. Cool stuff. And we need to bring this guy back up to the farm. Oh, we're going to leave him here, though, for a minute in case I decide to buy. I really hate those Marshall trailers, so I don't want to have those either. So this guy, we're going to take back here. Is there anything that we need to sell from the baler? That's going to go with us. Everything else stays. I'm going to keep all the attachments. And we should also have $100,000 in loan, so that helps a little bit too. Cows are going nuts though. All right, so I'll catch up with you in a couple minutes. Oh, and you might be wondering, why should I keep the square baler but sell the round baler? I'm going to tell you why. The square baler is easier to operate, though this is a little better now because when they first had this map, everything would, the bales would roll right through the hedges and they'd disappear. They'd roll off into the distance. It's hard to find them. but they've changed that. You can't go through the bushes anymore, so the bales get stuck. So it's not as big a deal anymore, but it takes much longer to run the round baler than the square baler. The one benefit that the round baler has is that you can make silage by wrapping your hay bales. So you mow the grass, you ted it, you windrow it, and you wrap it. And then you have silage to feed your cows and your pigs and your sheep and all that stuff. But it takes a lot longer to operate this. So the square baler is actually faster, but you have to make your own silage, which we'll do. Not a big deal. But eventually we'll buy a silage maker. Whoa, where's that next thing there? But that's why I'm selling this one, and not because we don't have the wrapper, and the wrapper is like 40,000, I think. So, and we don't have the bale picker upper. Oh, and that's the other thing too. The round bales are a pain in the butt to handle. They roll all over the place. They make a big. It's just they're you have to buy expensive trailers to handle them. So it's just I don't know. It takes more money to do the square balers, but since we already have the more expensive square baler, we might as well just use it. So no point in having both. We don't need both. I mean, really, one field full of hay bales. Well, I guess you could spread them out around the farm, but 2 fields would give you enough to do the whole farm for a long time. All right, so we'll park this guy here. Jump out once again. You bring it down here. You make a lot more money than if you just sell it through your garage. So we're gonna sell this. Yes. Boop. Sell that. Yep. Sell this. Yep. All right. Next item up for auction. This little fella. And we're going to take the arms too. I don't... Yeah. They're not worth much. I think I'm just going to leave them down here since I'm keeping the other one. That way if he's down here, you can just grab some arms. I don't have to go all the way back to the main farm. Now, I do want to grab... let's see. I'm going to grab one of those Marshall trailers from the other farm. Because I hate them. I'll hate them. No reason to keep those. And you can see here, this farm is just killing my frame rates. We're at as low as 18. It's playable, but it's not good for sure. As we get out of that back section, we'll start picking up speed. I love this hill too. It's really cool. Reminds me kind of some of the areas around where I live here in Ohio. We have some of that hilly terrain here and there. It's not everywhere, but it's around. It's real pretty. All right, so we're near the main farm. How do I get there? I think it's over there on the left. Yeah, that's it. So if we can find a road that cuts through, and oh, nice. It's going to take us all the way around and away. Going by the other farm, however, that's our, over to the right there, back in the trees, is our sheep and cow farm. Our milk and wool. So I guess we're just going to have to pick those trailers up by hand. Whoa, almost had an accident there. Now, the downside is also with those Marshall trailers is that you cannot piggyback them. So that kind of sucks. Yeah, I love this 475. It's such a cute little tractor. I probably will buy one back eventually, but I just don't need it at this time. And I would rather have a telehandler, which costs a little bit more, but it gives you a lot more flexibility. And this thing's so light. Like if you try to pick up 2 bales with this thing, it'll dump over. So I want something that's going to be a little heavier equipment for my farm. I mean, I might even, I don't even really have to buy a telehandler. I could just use the T60, but, or the T6 175. Whatever it is. I think it's a T6 160. Whoops. Wrong button. My Xbox joystick button is kind of screwy. It doesn't work the way it used to. But you can see even this trailer is just it's almost too big for this tractor because it's such a tiny tractor. It's one of the smallest tractors in the game. Even from the mod packs, It's small. So I'm going to run down and sell this. I'll catch up with you guys in a minute. One of the things I forgot while I was down there was that I can also sell off the crops that I have in storage, because we're not going to need them. I mean, it's nice to have a little bit of stock, but we really need a lot more than what's there. And we'll have more once we start harvesting the fields. But need to make as much money as possible. So as I take this trailer down, I'm actually going to turn in here. See, this is the problem with these trailers. Look at that. I can't make that turn because the trailer is very stiff-necked. It's got a long lead, but it doesn't allow you much turning radius. So because of the length of the wagons, they're just not practical. I would rather have the AgriLiner, the green stock ones that you get at the beginning of most of the games. They're just better. They're better. You'll see it when I'm done. I'll show you which ones I like better. Like I said, these aren't bad. These are a mod that you download from farmingsimulator.com. Press the R key, and we'll do the wheat first. That's fine. And then we'll start unloading these using the trailer. But yeah, this that's all you get. It's a cool trailer, but for this farm where they have all these tight corners and stuff, it's not practical. And like I said, the other downside is you can't latch it together with another wagon. So you can only run one of these Marshalls at a time, which, you know, if you have a bigger tractor, it's definitely a lot easier to pull two big trailers with you. And, you know, they're the same capacity as these are the AgriLiners, but they give you more flexibility because you can hook two of them together, because this you can't do that. So, all right, I'll catch up with you in a minute. All right, we're coming down to the sales point, I believe. See how this works. I think you just pull up here and dump them off. Yep, there goes our money going up. So this is where the only spot on the map really where you can sell stuff. This is much different than it used to be. There used to be a biogas plant over here, and they moved it to a northern section of the map. That's where you sell your milk in there. I don't know if you see a little milk container. That's pretty cool. They got milk pallets. This is really cool. So I'm excited to learn how to do this stuff. Sell chicken eggs there. This is where the grocers are. There's already a little pallet of trees there for me. So this tractor is done for. We are selling it. Sorry, little favorite. Somebody will buy you. You're brand new. We'll find a home for you. So pump this off, poop, and I'm gonna hop out here. Now we're gonna have to buy some trailers, obviously, to replace those. So I'll show you which ones I like. Now, I got these from modhub.us. It is the same trailer that you have if you go in the normal tippers. You got this AgriLiner here, the Kroger Farsen Guggenbach. It has a decent amount of things that it carries, but if you go into the mods, the mod version, it actually carries more stuff. That's why I get this. So it's a little more flexible. If we can find it. There it is. All right. Same price, same capacity. It doesn't give you any really cheating, but it allows you to carry a couple different things that you can't normally carry. I believe you also have to have the, there's another mod you have to use this. It's, I forget what it is. We'll get into it if I remember, and I'm sure at some point we'll have to. So we're going to buy 2 of these. So there goes some of our money. But we still got everything that we need. And there's our trailers. So we're going to take our big red tractor and trailer these back up to the farm. And I'm going to start bringing back and forth. I'll show you how to do this too. This is kind of funny. Not easy though, but we're going to try to get these trailers together. So just drive over like you mean it. Right there. And then you got to drive around. Here's once again the turning radius issue with this tractor. I hate it. Other than that, it's a great tractor. It's got lots of horsepower. It's good at what it does, but that turning radius thing makes me bananas. So now, after we have our harvested, and we're going to buy the harvester next, and then after we harvest the harvest, we'll have enough money to buy the mowers and some of the other implements and trucks that we need to do the feeding of the cows and the sheep. And we'll probably buy more of those too, but we'll have to get a milk trailer. And I'm going on the left side of the road. Whoops, sorry. Traffic does not slow down in this game. They just plow right out and plow again. Cover those up. There we go. Because my driving skills could be better. But the first thing we're going to do is we're going to run up here to this area right here. There's potatoes. And so actually we need to uncover these. And radishes or sweet beets or whatever. Sweet beets. I think we call them sweet potatoes here in America. I think they're the same thing. Sweet taters. So we're going to grab this. We're going to fill this bad boy up. Or not. There they go. It's a little close in, but in real life there'd be sweet potatoes all over the ground. Oh. I don't know why they give you those, but they do. Now the original iteration of this map, you actually had lots of fields that were already planted with sweet potatoes, so you had to buy all the equipment. They've gotten rid of that, and I don't know if I like that or not. I kind of liked being forced into it because then you had to buy the equipment to farm it. And it just kind of, it was fun. It actually, I liked having the sweet potato, but whatever. I mean, try not to run over your neighbor's crops. I'm sorry, this tractor doesn't turn very good. And I want to make sure you understand, it's not bad. It's just not great. The New Holland tractors and Lamborghini and stuff tend to turn a little bit better. And I'm also spoiled. I'm using the JCB tractors from the mod pack. So, whatever. Okay, I'll catch up with you in a minute. I'm hoping I'll be able to do everything I need to do without taking out another loan. But it's there if you need it, and to be honest with you, the max that you can be charged today is like $400. Well, you make, you know, I don't know, we'll see how much we make a day once I put, now that I have the growth on slow. It might take longer, I don't know, it'll probably take 24 hours at least to grow your crops, and not longer. So, we'll see if it's a lot harder. Thank you, Ryan. Some stuff. So let's go ahead, and I will catch up with you in a minute. We're going to go back up to the farm, and I'm going to not bother delivering the rest of the stuff for now. We'll build up those crops, but we don't really need it yet, I don't think. So if we do, I'll dump them off, but really, by the time I do the trips down here, it's not going to be worth it. So, because it's only maybe like $3,000 or $4,000 worth of stuff up there, and you know, looking at hundreds of thousands of dollars of equipment that I need. So. All right, catch up with you in a minute. All right, so we haven't even used this harvester, but we're trading this turd in. It's actually a pretty good harvester, but it's just not going to fit what we need. It's not even close to what I need to do all these fields. It's too small. It doesn't leave a big enough straw swath, so we're just going to dump it off and get